Do you believe buying Tesla stock may make you a millionaire? Many people are persuaded that this is a possibility. Both institutional and retail investors believe Tesla stock is a wise investment. You won't want to miss this recognized Tesla bull as celebrity investor. Cathie Wood has been buying like crazy for months, while other investors have been rushing to sell their shares from the top EV business amid the slump. Star investor Cathie Woods is swimming against the tide to acquire more Tesla shares for ARK Invest, especially despite investor concerns about economic headwinds and competition. In the electric vehicle market, Tesla shares have dropped by 65 in the last year. According to SP, Tesla has shown that it can maintain its dominance and grow sales in the face of obstacles like supply chain problems and inflation. In terms of market share, the EV manufacturer controls a staggering 86% of the premium EV market and 65% of the US market. Global mobility, despite increased competition in the EV sector, Tesla has the advantage and the strength of its brand to maintain its position over the long term. Additionally, the company recently increased its manufacturing capacity with 2 massive plants, which should help it meet demand for both sales and deliveries. Tesla demonstrated its ability to function under challenging times in the third quarter, reporting remarkable operating profit, free cash flow, and revenue. Deliveries increased 40 to over 1.3 million last year. Tesla's operating margin topping 17%, among the highest in the industry. The electric vehicle manufacturer said yesterday that additional fourth quarter deliveries, up 31 of respondents who stated there are many causes for optimism Tesla can continue to grow earnings as the economic situation improves and eventually meet long-term delivery goals, which appears to cause concern for investors today. In fact, the company aims to reach 50 average annual growth in vehicle deliveries over time over the past several months, while other investors have been busy selling their Tesla shares. Because of its continuous poor performance in the stock market, Wood has been on a dip buying spree. But is this really the endorsement to look out for? Wood's ARK fund cratered in 2022, losing billions even during the epic 2021 bull run. Literally every single one of her stock picks lost money. Every one. Whether you know it or not, it really matters how Tesla performs, because the average American's retirement accounts are actually closely entwined with Tesla stock performance. You see, the SP 500 is the most popular index used by the public to build their retirement investments. And it includes a lot of exposure to Tesla stock, so much so, in fact, that it cost index investors billions of dollars, accounting for 10% of the SP's total loss in 2022. In other words, nearly every portfolio from the biggest asset managers to beginner and investors experienced major pain in the last 12 months. But there are always ways to try to protect your wealth and get back what you should have had, like an asset that's outpaced the SP 500 by more than 2x over the last 26 years, even through the bull market of the last decade. I'm speaking about the asset classes for contemporary art. The market used to be almost impossible to enter, but thanks to Masterworks, you can now do so quickly and without having millions of money. The results speak for themselves. With over 630 users, Masterworks offerings have sold out in minutes, forcing them to create a wait list for new users. However, I have special access from my followers to skip it. So click that link in the description. Right now, at this price, it is completely understandable why Cathie Woods has been adding to her Tesla holdings over the past few months. This top growth stock has what it takes to rebound and grow in value, which could be great news for Woods' portfolio over the long term. In the past year, Cathie Woods saw Tesla to be worth nearly 5 times its original value. Star investor fund ARK bets a lot on electric vehicle manufacturer Wood is a strong supporter of Tesla, even if the company's stock fell multiple times last year. In fact, she stated in an interview with Yahoo Finance that she still has the utmost trust in the company. Wood made this statement after learning that ARK had visited with the general manager of General Motors. Barbara Mary, why does Cathie Wood think that owning Tesla stock can make you a millionaire? Well, she says that if you look at the company's revenue growth over the last 5 years, it has compounded. It's about 40 annually. She also notes that this growth occurred even during a period when the company has been the subject of much controversy. She goes on to say that their forecast, which they refer to as an ARK Invest for the next 10 years, is in the 50-60 range. Over the past few months, while other investors have been busy selling their Tesla shares due to the company's persistently poor performance in the stock market, Wood has been buying at a discount. In October alone, she bought an additional 66,190 Tesla shares around mid-October on top of the more than 130,000 shares she had earlier in the same month. When Tesla released its Q3 report and its delivery and production figures through a news release, the company received reports of missing deliveries. This led to ARK's first purchase of the month of October. However, in early November, Cathie Wood's ARK Woods investment management firm loaded up on Tesla shares in its innovation next-generation internet, autonomous technology. In robots ETFs, the company's three funds saw an opportunity to buy in the automaker's recent decline on Wall Street. In the second week of November, the innovation FDF bought 27,594 shares, while the next-gen internet and autonomous tech and robots ETFs gained 2,909 shares and 9,173 shares, respectively. In mid-December, ARK Woods investment management acquired 74,862 shares of the electric vehicle maker across three of her exchange-traded funds. The purchase was valued at approximately $11.7 million. The components of ARK's Tesla bike were 3,259 shares of the ARK Next Generation Internet FEOKLW and 61,537 shares of the ARK Innovation Fund CARK 10,066 for the ARK Autonomous Tech and Robotics ETF EEACAT. Within ARK's unique of investment products, Tesla ranks third in terms of holdings, following Zoom Communications ZM and Precise Sciences Exes. Wood's buying binge coincides with a challenging month and year for Tesla as investors grow more concerned that Musk, the company's CEO, is spending more time managing Twitter, the social media platform he recently purchased in an early January $44 billion takeover. Cathie Wood purchases more Tesla will launch in 2023 despite her flagship fund's continual decline due to sell-offs. According to daily transaction reports, Cathie Wood acquired $19 million in Tesla stock in the first few days of January alone, despite the fact that Tesla is unquestionably dealing with a number of problems at the moment. Her flagship ARK Innovation bought 145 shares of Tesla worth $15.7 million, while ARK's autonomous technology and robotics ETF acquired an additional 31 shares worth $3.4 million. In a Barron's interview, Cathie Wood stated that Tesla stock still has a ways to go and could reach $1,500 in the next 5 years. She also mentioned that some people may not purchase his cars, but if he follows through on his cost-cutting plans, many will use economics as their guide. It is my belief that the number of such individuals outnumbers the number of people who criticize the company on Twitter. A video would demonstrate how investors can become millionaires by holding Tesla shares until 2025. When questioned about why she had set a $3,000 price target for Tesla by 2025, she stated that there are important factors, one of which is the market share of EVs, which is currently in the low 20s globally, as she claimed, and she believes Tesla will be able to achieve that. She also mentioned that the market share is currently around 60% in the United States. It should be noted, however, that ARK's updated open source has since modified the $3,000 price target. Tesla model. A $46,600 price increase was made to the Tesla model's value model. In the best case scenario, aim for Tesla stock in 2026 and reach as high as $20,000 by 2030, according to ARK's latest open source data. The Tesla model is projected to have a $46 value per share by 2026. In fact, in recent months, Cathie Wood estimated that Tesla would be worth about $5 trillion by 2026. The bull and bear cases set to the 75th and 25th percentile Monte Carlo outcomes, respectively, are approximately $5,800 and $2,900 per share based on their analysis of customers' perceived value of time. ARK Invest's updated model shows updated assumptions for the overall market of autonomous ride-hail at each price point and the likelihood that Tesla will solve for fully autonomous driving. They anticipate more demand for autonomous ride-hail at higher price points than originally modeled. But what we're actually interested in are the corner cases, says Cathie Wood. Though an unfavorable macroeconomic environment and elevated interest rates drag down the market as a whole, ARK owns about $400,187 million worth of Tesla, its fifth largest holding. The majority of ARK's holdings are in its signature rate debt, which has added more than 300,000 shares of Tesla to its portfolio over the last month. Cathie Wood who invests in companies that engage in disruptive innovation, made millions amid the surge in Tesla and other favorites during the early days of the pandemic before a brutal 2022 sell-off erased ARK's gains. Tesla's downfall mostly followed Musk's acquisition of Twitter, during which he invested a significant amount of time and money, much to the dismay of Wall Street. Wood maintained his bullish outlook during last month's predicted drop. By 2027, Tesla shares would be valued at $1,500, a gain of more than 10 times. In total, since she consistently buys Tesla shares whenever the stock reaches a record low, Cathie Wood is confident that investing in Tesla stock now will make investors millionaires in the future. When that happens, be sure to subscribe to Tesla stock for more. Cathie Wood believes that investing in Tesla stock during the dip is a buying opportunity.